Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, welcome, big welcome 2026. I have a special guest in the building. My brother, the finest, the Afrobeat finest. Morachi, the Apuya like that. Welcome, my brother, though. Welcome to iTraffic Podcast. It's been a long time coming, a long time we've been talking. Like, this is a long time of friendship. And I just have to bring him to iTraffic Podcast for everybody to see that I have a celebrity friend. So welcome to iTraffic Podcast, and I just want you to come here and just talk to me how we always talk, off camera.
What you want here?
With anything, the way we want to talk about.
What you talking about?
I get what you talking about. I get some kind of few things I want to ask you, man. Like the first thing I want to ask you is I want to give you your flowers. Cause when you did Apuya, what year was that? Hang on your mic.
2007.
Apuya was 2007?
Yeah.
Wow. Yo, 2007, that's a long time ago. That's about 20 years ago.
You already know. 2 decades, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2 decades. Like, and that song did numbers. Everybody liked it. You know why I said everybody liked the song? Everybody loved the song because you have a lot of girls on the song.
No, it did numbers not because of the girls. It did numbers not because it was like the most streamed on YouTube or whatever, because those platforms were just new at that point in time.
Right.
But it did numbers because it was known. Like the people that mattered in the industry and
Right.
the people that mattered in the country, knew that song. Like that song made me a household name.
For sure. And you keep pushing since then, independently. I like your hustle. I like your skill set. And it's only way for me to just bring you to iTraffic Podcast. And from 20 good years of Afrobeat, of you being in the mix. I mean, 20 years is when I know that you drop Apuya, but you've been in the mix of music before 20 years.
Right.
But let's go with 20 years that I've known you. 20 years you've been in the mix of Afrobeat, and you've seen the growth. Like, I want you to speak on it. Your mic, please.
We were I would say that we were the new Gen Z at that era that brought the new sound.
I believe that.
Yeah, because Happy Hour was like a different kind of sound in the sense the beat, the approach, the video,
the energy too.
the energy, all that stuff, wasn't really what we're used to, back then.
And you had a dreadlock too. You was rocking your dreadlock too back then.
Yeah, I've rocked a whole lot of styles, man. I've done all types of crazy shit, bro.
Well, this thing is one of the pioneers of dreadlock in Nigeria.
I've done the dreadlocks. We've weaved the hair. We've blonded our hair. We've painted our hair different colors.
Right.
We've done all the craziest thing. Wolverine. We've done everything you can think about doing it.
So in the mix of you being in the mix of the music of Afrobeat for 20 years, 20 good years that I've known you, that I've heard about you, but 8 years that I've known that we've been talking. Like, can you I want you to speak on the growth of Afrobeat from the likes of Burna Boy, Whiskey, Davido, Aaron Stark, and Ashoke, and them boys, Remo. I want you to just speak on the growth of Afrobeat and Nigeria as an Afrobeat station, and now we connected to Africa, that everybody's taking from our own Afrobeat to spread to everywhere in Africa and now everywhere in the world. And you being in the mix, I want you to speak on it.
Nigeria is the hub for Afrobeats. Yeah.
You kill me with that word, of Afrobeat. I like that.
Yeah, Nigeria is the hub. Nigeria is the
Yeah, we're gonna
hub.
take a chance to hub.
Yeah,
Take chance to hub.
just the hub. Yeah, Nigeria is the hub for Afrobeats, but you know, I see a lot of other countries trying to swing in and you know, make claims and stuff like that. Say, oh, it originated from here and there, and the reason for that is when we don't know how to coordinate ourselves as individuals, you know, then other people will come and take our shit in right in our own presence, and that's what's happening right now. You know, everybody's, you know, trying to claim, you know, like, you know, they the ones who did this. But let's go back in time. The Afrobeat journey, we did the things that we were supposed to do. When I mean we, I'm talking about myself, Dark Green,
Whoo!
um, Sauce Kid,
My nigga though.
um, Soul E Baba did his own thing.
Soli Baba Day, yeah.
Yeah, you know, and then the era grew and a whole lot of things started happening. You get me? The likes of MI, Ice Prince, you know, things started changing rapidly and stuff like that, and then the likes of Whiskey. But before then, we have Two-Face Adibia.
Tu Baba, African Queen.
An African Queen, you know, did hella numbers, you know, it did hella numbers, you know. So shout out to Two-Face Adibia. But outside of Two-Face Adibia came the era where Mohits, The Banj, Don Jazzy had to take it furthermore.
Right, right.
And, you know, but before then, you know, Storm Records,
Woo! Storm Records.
NATO C, world famous, Ikechukwu.
Ikechukwu.
You know,
Right.
you know, like they've been doing the thing, but then Mohits came and then, you know, took it to a whole new level.
Right.
But right after that came the era of Wheeze.
The Whiskey, Iyemizi.
And then Burna Boy, and then DeVito, and then Ashake Rema, Omalay, you know, and everyone, you know. So I would say that everyone played their role, but Wizkid in particular, it's a lot of things that Wizkid did. That I would say that a lot of the other artists wouldn't have done.
Shout out to that boy Whiskey.
All right, it's just in his confidence, it's just in his aura. You know, like, okay, fine, listen, I'm Grammys, I'm tired of you guys giving us this awards backstage. You know what I'm saying? That's so disrespectful. Really, really disrespectful. If
What do you
check
mean
it.
they're giving us award backstage?
Oh, they were giving the awards, like they were giving the awards to Nigerians or Africans backstage. They weren't giving it on the main stage that they were giving to the international artist.
That's crazy.
Exactly. And so Weezy wasn't having that. And, you know, so he was like, you know, I'm just going to change this. And then he changed it. And that was where the respect, you know, really started for Afrobeats and stuff like that.
So it's been decade of working, putting in work on this Afrobeat also that made us to get here today. From Fela all the way to Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy, Two-Face, The Banj, you know, Morachi, you know, all them boys.
And in the era that I was mentioning, there's a very important person that I also have to mention. You know, even if he didn't really, you know, give a lot of hits, but I heard a lot of records from him in the studio. But I mean, the one song that he brought out, "No Be God," which is Gino.
Gino is a dope artist.
Right.
Yeah, he's a dope MC.
You know, so, and
It's just a lot of work, and Why?
I
Why?
mean, it's a lot of other artists. You get me? Like it's too many artists. You know,
So basically, Nigeria is like the central, the workstation for Afrobeat, like
the hub,
the hub for Afrobeat,
right?
and we deserve all the credit for where Afrobeat has gotten right now today.
Yeah, well, the only reason why we can't take all the old credit is because you look at it, you say Afro, right? And there's other countries of Africa as well
Whew,
too.
that's dope. I like that. I like that. Yeah. But if you put in on the work, you can't take all the credit.
Well,
It's gonna look like you greedy. People's gonna look like you like, yeah, greedy motherfucker, because the rest of the nation don't tap into the sound.
whether gritty or not, everybody didn't tap into the sound. Whether or not, like they just put the hand in the cake and eat it, like not waiting for you to give it to them anyway. So,
So South Africa doesn't do Afrobeat.
no, South Africa stay true to what they do,
South
and
African sound.
and that's Amapiano
I'm a piano.
and house music, straight up, straight up.
Okay, that is wonderful. And the who give me like 3 individuals for the past 10 years to date that has been on the war front for Afrobeat internationally.
You have to call Wizkid.
Right.
You have to call Davido.
Davido.
You have to call Burna Boy.
Burna Boy. Okay.
You said 10 years, right?
Right.
Remmer hasn't done 10 years. Malay, I don't know if he's done 10 years.
No. They're about on the same level with Rema.
Ashake hasn't done 10
10
years.
years. Yeah. They just came out maybe like 4 years ago.
Yeah, so I think the people that I can just put there is just the big three in it. Since you said the last 10 years.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be, you know.
Out of those big 3, who do you say really impact Afrobeat to impact like their music brand, their style to other artists or to the rest of the world? Out of those big 3, like who help? If I want a future, who is easily for me to just walk up like, yo, you know, I need a future to
That's not how you that's not how you measure, you know,
impact of
the impact based on the future and stuff like that. Because I could still be the biggest artist and refuse to do futures just because of the branding. That's just how I choose to brand myself. I just to make myself, you know, unreachable.
So that's Wizkid right there.
But Wizkid does futures if he likes you, I guess. If he likes the record too. If he vibes with you.
I think the reason why Wizkid is doing features right now is because he's done with making music by himself. He's done with it. Also, he has made money. You know, when you're on your on rampage, you don't want to do, you know, future. You just want to lock into yourself.
I don't really think that's it. He has a lot of catalog. So I think I think at this point in time, what he's just doing is just like, you know what? Why don't I just experiment with this other artist and see what other magic I can make? Easy.
Wizkid is a very dope artist, though.
For sure.
Do you think anybody that is born on American soil can do this Afrobeat thing of a thing?
I
can
mean,
make it. Anybody born on American soil?
I mean, they can. You know, it's basically all about. You understanding the dynamics and the structure of making Afro beats, which is not only involved in the audio sound, but in the performance. And in the performance will mean for the Afrobeat, you go speak pidgin now. And then
They feel me.
and then I go hear how your pidgin won't sound.
Right.
If you want to put them Americanized or whatever,
Right.
you get me. So now that place you could sell yourself out. You feel me?
Right.
So and Niger people with me, I know, are very, very stubborn motherfuckers. They're assholes.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
they're savages.
Right.
You know, they don't give a fuck. You get me? You know, they could hype you up and shit, whatever.
Right.
But you know, they not gonna let that shit slide into the mainstream.
Into the mainstream,
Into their own mainstream.
into their own mainstream.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But they could fuck with your hair, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
There's what I want to talk about Fresh Montana. But before I talk about the statement that Fresh Montana made, I want to talk about Fresh Montana and Chris Brown on Afrobeat songs.
Did you say Fresh Montana?
Chris Brown on Afrobeat songs.
Fresh?
Yeah, fresh. No, French.
Okay.
French Montana.
All
not
right.
fresh.
Okay.
French Montana.
I'll say, yo.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All
French
right.
Montana versus Chris Brown on an Afrobeat song. Who you think gonna kill it?
I will say that Chris Brown, because he's been rolling more, you know, like French probably has a couple friends in the Afrobeat, but you know, the relationship that these guys have with Chris is making him tap into
The culture.
and Chris learns really, really fast. You know, he adapts really fast. It's just like a chameleon. So, you know, like, you know, I mean, and whoever writes the song will make sure that he gets it in
Right.
pronunciations and stuff.
You've listened to Unforgettable by French Montana, right?
And Sway.
And Sway. Okay, so I'll just take you to the clip to what he said, so you can speak on it. Because I saw it and I had to send it to you, so you can tell me how you feel about what he said. So I'm looking for it right now. I think it's close right here.
Spirituality here that you can't get in Harlem or at the Hollywood sign.
Right.
You gotta remember, it took me where everything started. It took me back home.
Right.
It took me back to the continent that I was born in. So it kind of, it's like a slingshot. It takes you back where you're from and shoots you out to the world. So it's kind of, that's and that was like going to Uganda where it's like there's no light that shines in Uganda. You know what I'm saying? In Africa.
You see that Uganda and Africa. So he's putting Uganda and Africa.
He's from Morocco.
He's from Morocco,
And you're talking about Uganda.
and you comparing
That's what I
Uganda
don't
to
understand.
Africa. That's crazy
and
work.
Uganda, that's probably the first time it's been to Uganda.
And Uganda is
They will always take the light in Uganda as they will take the light in Nigeria or in Ghana or in any other place. You know, in other parts of the country will depend on their power system. Ghana power system is good. You get what I'm saying? Like,
But he's talking about the life of the music, like the access they don't get to go outside of the country.
well, that is for Uganda.
Yes, that's
Yes,
what I'm
okay.
saying. That is for
Now, it's not even only Ugandan artists. There's a lot of other artists in other regions that have not had the opportunity to be as big as Whiskey, Davido, Burna Boy, Ashake, Rema, stuff like that. You know?
That's why there's not that many artists that come out of Africa. You count them in your hand, probably like 5, 10. You know what I'm saying? So, and most of them that come out of it stays there.
Right.
But Unforgettable opened the door for Afro music on a global scale. You know?
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue against that.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah, so Unforgettable opened the door for
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Unforgettable.
Yes,
opened
don't-
the door
don't-
for
don't-
Afrobeat
don't-
on a global level.
Don't get me wrong.
Do you know when Unforgettable came out? Unforgettable came out 2017.
I mean, you're either gonna let me speak or okay. Well, don't get me wrong. That was an amazing record, and that record was huge. That was a hella huge record.
1.9 billion on YouTube. That shit is huge.
Yeah, it was a hella huge record. But the only place that I would say, the only attachment of Afro that came with the record is the location that they shot the video, and then the kids, you know, that gave it that beautiful color and dance and stuff like that. So I think that kind of like brought the world to be like, oh, Africa is so amazing. Look at this African kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, so so it wasn't the music, it was the location, Africa, you know, mixed with the music and stuff like that, and they being over there, you know, so it just gave them a feel of more of what Africa feels like. But to say that, you know, Unforgettable was the song that shined the light to Afrobeats and stuff like that. French Montana, you capping, bro. Like you're really capping, bro.
Hell of cap, bro. And I love you. Pause. Kind of like what you're doing for, you know, your friend Max B. But you know, you can't just say Unforgettable was the one that shined the light or gave Afrobeat the easy pass on the global scales. Nah, we disagree with you. I personally disagree with you on that. You know, and the song doesn't even sound like an Afrobeat song. There was nothing on the song that sounded like Afrobeat. Like what Morachi said, you know, the location and the kids. That is the only African thing about
The
it.
location and the kids, you know, the country where it was shot,
Right.
Uganda, the locality
Right.
of the video, you know, it portrayed poverty.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It portrayed like, oh shit, we're living better than this people. You know what I'm saying? Like it portrayed, oh my God, look at them beautiful kids. They have so much potentials, creativity and stuff like that.
It showcased the, you know, the kids, you know, skill set
Right.
on what they can do, and kind of you want people to come to Africa to invest and see it.
Yes, and the most important thing is just the happiness. Like, yo, listen, we're not living in the treasures and gold and luxury and stuff like that, but look at how happy we are here.
Right.
You know, so that is the inspiring moment, you know, in that video, you know, and that can inspire even the wealthy, you know, anyone, you know, in America or Europe or London or stuff like that. You get me?
But don't get it twisted, don't get it confused. The song itself is not an Afrobeat song.
No, it's not. It's an amazing record. An amazing record. It's an amazing record. Smash.
You smash that. Swedish smash that though.
Smash hit record. Amazing record.
But not an Afrobeat record.
But not an Afrobeat record.
So
In an Afrobeat setting.
hell no.
In an Afrobeat setting. Location.
Right.
Africa.
Gonna do that all the time.
Yeah.
Gonna went to Nigeria and show the music. That ain't no Afrobeat song.
Not even only gonna. Migos.
Migos, yeah, they were there.
You know what I'm saying? Not even only Migos. Simba. You know Simba?
Of course. I was stacked. The Rock Nation contract. Let me look for it.
On social media without permission, dress or speak publicly in ways that go against the label's image plan, whatever that means.
Hold on. I don't want to like, you know, be jumping from one topic to another topic. We're talking about Iron Stack right now. Am I pronouncing her name right? Help me with that. What you mean?
Hilarious, nigga.
Iron Star. What?
I thought you said stack.
Iron Star. So,
Okay.
I want to play you a contract with Rock Nation.
Okay.
So everybody can see what kind of contract that she got with Rock Nation and what is your take on it. You feel me? So,
Not allowed to start a family during the 5-year term. Stipulations of this deal are crazy. One of the stipulations in her deal is that she is not allowed to have a boyfriend during the 5-year contract. She's also not allowed to choose collaborations without Rock Nation's approval, post anything on social media without permission, dress or speak publicly in ways that go against the label's image plan, whatever that means. She's also not allowed to start a family during the 5-year term. Stipulations of this deal are crazy. One of the stipulations in her
what do you think? She cannot have a boyfriend. She cannot start a family. And she cannot dress. Let me see.
deal is that she is not allowed to have a boyfriend during the 5-year contract.
She cannot have a boyfriend during a 5-year contract. She cannot have a boyfriend during a 5 years contract with Rock Nation. What do you agree with that? What's your take with that?
I mean, you already know what you're getting yourself involved in. First of all, that's a great platform. Big platform.
You mean Rock Nation?
Oh, yeah. But at the end of the day,
Whenever they throw at you, gonna take it? Pause.
for me, I'm not desperate. So I'm probably not going to. But however, it's not all about me.
Yeah, so we back live.
Yeah. So talking about Ira Star, we're talking about Rock Nation.
She can't have a boyfriend for
This is a huge brand establishment, the number one or one of the number one in the United States of America, which is the largest network for music
Fact.
in the world. And so if we have to bring you from Africa, because Afrobeats is huge now, which we trying to tap into the market, then you technically become a brand ambassador, you know, for the establishment, the brand, Rock Nation. So we have rules and regulations that you have to abide by.
Right.
You have to follow. Now, in the case of not having a boyfriend and shit like that, yeah, because if your ass get pregnant, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't mess the deal up. You get me? Like,
You're gonna have to sit for a minute.
yeah, you're gonna have to see for a minute, and so you can't go to do the shows, and maybe we'll probably have lineup of shows,
You fucking up our money.
the bag in it. You know what I'm saying? So now, no, you cannot have no boyfriend, miss. You're not gonna
So why
do
can't
that.
you sign that? Why can't you just stay away from a girl, a relationship? Not a girl. Stay away from relationship for 5 years. But you still can still have all the girls you want.
I mean, she's not gonna be exclusive like or official. You know,
Right.
she could be chopping okra and ogbonna, you know, one time or the other. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
I mean, just to get the body and soul together, you know
Facts,
what I'm saying?
you
Like
need
you
that.
don't want to mess the mental up, you know, or else you can't write great songs. You get me? You know what I'm saying? So, however, you know, it pleases the person. I don't know, you know.
But she can't be in no relationship for 5 years. I think that is cool. That's dope. You know.
Yeah, and then
And she's young too.
yeah, she young. She
Yeah.
got time. And then the other clauses. What are those?
She's also not allowed to choose collaborations without Rock Nation's approval, post anything on social media without permission, dress or speak publicly in ways that go against the label's image plan, whatever that means.
So she cannot just like feature with anybody or anybody feature on her song.
There are protocols.
With those are protocol. That is like normal
And she
stuff.
have to observe all protocols.
Right.
All protocols must be observed.
Facts. And what else? They say she cannot like dress some type of way on social media. She cannot post.
Which, because at the end of the day, so for example, okay, so Beyonce is a female artist, and you know they gotta take pride in her costumes and stuff like that. You know, her image, branding, basically, and that's the same way it is for her as well too. She's a pretty girl, sexy, you know, and she gotta uphold a certain type of image and stuff like that. You get me? So there's just certain things, there's certain standards that she can't go below this, because right now she playing with the
Big boys.
the industry giants.
Them niggas be in the industry.
But at the end of the day, the only reason why I'm thinking that that contract is not really going to be so powerful is because I didn't see it manifest in the Grammys. Ira Star she had a record with Wizkid, I believe, right?
Yeah,
on the nomination for this year. Ira Star was on the nomination list at the Grammys
no, she
this
was.
year.
No, she wasn't. Was she?
Check it out, check it out. Think. So we had hold on. So we had Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler.
We had Tyler. We had Tyler and Tyler and Gunna, and then we had Wizkid and Wizkid and who what girl is that? Wizkid and who? Give me that. Ira Star and Wizkid. So beautiful. That brings me back to what I'm saying. So Ira Star, you are with Rock Nation. Jay-Z and Beyonce are the forefathers and grandfathers and grandmothers or whatever of Grammys and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Because, Beyonce is the queen of motherfucking Grammys. You get what I'm saying? So that means, whoever playing the stuff and stuff like that. So, I just don't understand why they didn't stop playing their politics, because since we are managing Ira Star right now, and we can make her get her first Grammy, that's gonna take her brand top notch right now that we are executing her projects and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? So, I mean, regardless of when they sign, as long as they've signed, and they know that she on the nomination list, like they could have done something, you get me? But at the end of the day, we'll have to see. Probably based on the records. What kind of way would you be involved?
I mean, I would like to get involved in that music, get some money off our music.
Which way you want involved?
I probably a road manager.
Road manager. She get road manager.
Fire that fuck nigga.
Which fire? Fuck nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Fire that fuck nigga.
What did they do?
I don't give a fuck. He ain't got to do shit. Nigga can just tell you good morning and be like, man, nigga, fuck you, leave.
So who's gonna say leave, Ira Star?
If you want to.
Or you?
No, but I don't know. She gonna be the one because she's the head of our team.
She's not the head of a team.
But if I'm a musician, I'm in the head of my team. You got me fucked up. If I say I don't like that nigga, I don't like it. I don't give a fuck what my manager gonna say. The only person I cannot say I don't like is my manager. But any other person from that, man, we don't work with him. We don't work with him. But she ain't gonna do that for me. She doesn't know me from nowhere. Fuck you, me, fire a road manager. They put me as a road manager. That shit ain't going on. Hell no. I want to ask you about your top 5 album in Nigeria of all time.
That should be pretty easy.
Your top 5 album in Nigeria, the one that you rock with anytime, any day. Them niggas did
Two Face. Let's start from Two Face. Two Face definitely had an amazing impact.
So what number we gonna put Two Face? You said Two Face.
So I'm gonna put Two Face.
What number you gonna put Two Face?
I'm gonna put Two Face on number. I mean, I was just listening. Like, now you're trying to put me on the spot, bro.
Nah,
like, I'm just trying to mention the 5.
But this is a good spot.
I'm gonna just put list the 5, and then you just write it down, and that's it, bro. Like,
right. But this is a good 5. Who's calling my phone?
no, I'm gonna just list it down, and then you can put whatever number you want to put. You're not finna put me on the spot, bro.
Me. Yo, we in Eye Traffic Podcast. All right, for sure. Yeah, I'm on live. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of my partner, Rose. All right, so You said Two-Face. What number you gonna put Two-Face?
Well, you gonna put him on a number. I'm just gonna.
No,
Tell
I
you to-
said your personal top 5. It's a personal shit.
It's my personal shit now.
Yeah. Fuck you, me. I should put it.
Bitch ass nigga.
You can call me whatever as long as you don't call me broke.
Okay. So on my number 5 top albums of all time,
Nigeria, do I? Yep.
Nigeria. At number 5, I'm gonna put Two-Face Adibia.
Two-Face Idibia, number 5.
Yeah.
You know the album you talking about?
I think it was the back-to-back album.
I think the album you're talking about.
Yeah, the back-to-back album. Yeah, I believe I'm praying I don't but yeah, I think it's back-to-back.
Unstoppable, back-to-back album, Grass to Grace.
Okay, Grass to Grace.
I think it's Grass to Grace you're trying to talk about.
Yeah, Grass to Grace, yeah.
Grass to Grace is Grass to
Yeah,
Grace.
Grass to Grace.
So we have Two-Face, Grass to Grace,
Right.
you know.
And then on at number 4 we have Nice.
We have Nice. Number 4, we have Nice. Which of the Nice? We have Traditional and we have Congasso. Congasso. Okay, Nice. Nice, Congasso. Grass to Grace. We got Nice. 5, 4, and we got 3 more. Give me your number 3. Best.
I think that Green album was an album as well too.
Oh, that Green album, I forgot. That's crazy. I forgot that shit.
You know, that Green's album, because I know it wasn't only the one with So Sick. There was some other song that also.
CEO. Say, why did you forget? Why did I forget? CEO, that Green. Number 3. Number 3, we got that Green.
And then at number 4, we have Mo Hits.
Mo Hits. Hold
Mo
on,
Hits.
hold on. I got you. We sorry for the break. Come back. So you said at number 3 we got that Green, the CEO, right?
The Green, the CEO, right?
I like that. I like that. I picture that Green, man. That nigga died. He tragically dead, bro. Number 4.
At number 4, it's gonna have to be Mo Hits. One they call Mo Shit to Mo Hits.
Bumper to bumper.
Right.
No, I like that though. I like that. Motion to Mo Hit. And number 1.
And at number 1 is gonna
Put that shit on the nail. I'm that shit on the nail. Number 1. Fuck you, me, nigga.
It's gonna have to be Wizkid.
It gotta be. It gotta be.
Yeah.
It gotta be Wizkid. But I ain't even gonna mind if you don't call no album, any albums. I don't even mind. I ain't gonna be mad at you. It gotta be Wizkid. It gotta be Wizkid, bro. So when are we gonna have Burna Boy, Davido to drop some fire album that's gonna be on the top 5?
No, but that doesn't mean that the Vito don't have a fire album, and that doesn't mean that Burna Boy doesn't have a fire album.
They do now. But
you
they
know,
ain't making top 5.
But we're just talking about albums that
Maybe top 10.
like the records, like back to back was just blazing.
Right. Morachi is love. Anytime, any day. You can Allah me for anything you want. If I got it, I'll make sure you got it.
You already know.
It's nice having you on my podcast. I talk.
Thank you.